Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Jay Bari here, and I'm back with another video here to talk about some more PlayStation news in PlayStation Newsroom number 5. So, in this episode, we're going to be talking about two main topics when it comes to PlayStation. And both of those things pertain to, the Bungie news that's going on with PlayStation and Bungie, and with the Last of Us Part 2. It's no return, the remastered, and it's no return new road like mode in the Last of Us Part 2 remaster. So lots of interesting news in the world of PlayStation today. I was super tired. I went to sleep. I legit just woke up, but I did promise I was going to pump out this video, talk about the news that's over here. And so far, you guys have been, liking the PlayStation newsroom videos. You know what I mean? So, I'm happy to oblige and just pump these things out, but also give my opinions when it comes to, the news that's in within PlayStation. So let's talk about the first news topic here, and this pertains once again to Bungie, and the latest news is coming out from IGN. So this news that's coming out from here is coming from Rebecca Valentine. She is the senior reporter of IGN, from IGN. So she's saying here in her tweet, which we have the article pulled up as well. We can go off of that as well. But the tweet is stating here, since the Bungie layoff a month ago, I've been talking with number of folks still at the company who say morale has taken a nosedive. So obviously she's probably talking to people, employees, which is remaining anonymous. They don't want to, blow up their spot or whatnot. But this is something that we're seeing very common when it comes to video game reporting, and just reports in general, news reports in general. Some people want to keep their identity secret, but we'll talk about the things that's happening within there. So benefits have been reduced or cut. The DE&I club were hit hard. Leadership seems indifferent or even hostile. That sounds suspicious right there, or spooky. Also, she's saying here, because there was another statement that she has to clarify, rephrasing the reply to clarify. Currently, Bungie still maintains a vestige of its independence, but many I spoke to had heard from leadership that Bungie's strict cost cutting is a part of an effort to avoid hitting a financial threshold that would trigger a total Sony takeover. So yeah, so what is going on here? The long story short is that, when it comes to Bungie, they've been going through like some financial issues as far as not hitting certain quotas or estimates or something like that, or forecast estimates. They've been like, I think it's like below like 40 something percent from last time I read, with the whole layoffs. And yeah, they went through a layoffs where they impacted roughly around 100 employees. Some of these employees, they're saying like it weren't like the not saying that it wasn't like no these jobs aren't major, but it wasn't like the creative directors and stuff like that was getting laid off. But within the news, yeah, they were stating that they weren't hitting whatever financial quotas is going on. So now in this report that's going on, they're talking about the atmosphere of Bungie and what's going on in the studio, where some people's concerned because they're seeing benefits being cut, or benefits are reducing. But according to a lot of people as well, those things are happening due to the fact of them trying to cut costs, because right now Bungie, they are owned by PlayStation Studios. They're owned by SIE, but they do run the studio independently. So, when it comes to publishing, when it comes to, the daily ins and outs and how the studio should be ran, that is all still being ran by, Bungie themselves. But from what I've been seeing on Twitter and stuff like that, is like, with PlayStation seeing, what's going on and how, they're not up to snuff or whatnot. PlayStation's coming in to see like, okay, if this is not up to snuff by a certain period, we'll just fully merge you guys. You're gonna be under us as far as like the independence that you guys have, due to the acquisition or whatever clause that you have due to the acquisition, that will be no longer, and you'll be fully being ran by under, like Herman Hulst or whatnot. So they're saying here, as it currently stands, Bungie is on paper a fully independent subsidiary of Sony, but its board of directors have been divided since the takeover in July of 2022. Among its current members are PlayStation Studios head Herman Hulst. You have the Sony senior VP Eric Lempel, Bungie co-founder Jason Jones, Bungie CTO Luis Velez, and the Bungie CEO Pete Parsons. The board as a split. The board as a whole is a split between Sony and Bungie representatives, with Parsons serving as the tiebreaker vote. But speaking to IGN under the condition of anonymity, multiple current and former Bungie employees described the department meeting that took place shortly after the layoffs, in which leaders hinted that the shared power may not last forever. Sony didn't respond to IGN. I don't think Sony's going to respond to something like that, to be honest with you. But yeah, like, yo, this is some serious news here, man. As far as just like, this full independence subsidiary of PlayStation, of Sony, that would no longer take place. It's looking like, PlayStation, they want the full merge. They want to, see the ins and outs, the operations and all that stuff, what's going on. Because at the end of the day, me personally, I was never really a fan of this acquisition. A lot of people was getting excited. A lot of people was getting happy, rightfully so. A lot of people, they played Destiny and whatnot. But when I looked at it, I was looking at the fact that, okay, your PlayStation Studio, I understand that you are strengthening the brand as far as it is a multi-platform acquisition, but nothing about this acquisition like went towards like any type of exclusivity or any type of real benefit to the PlayStation gamer. When I looked at the FAQ, they was talking about there's not going to be any incentives, like how PlayStation typically would do. Like if the game was multi-platform, they would normally have some type of incentive stuff as far as like, DLC or, microtransactions, skin colors or any type of exclusive skin. There was nothing of the sort when it came to what I read from the Bungie acquisition. So I was just like, as a PlayStation game, I'm like, I don't know how this really benefits, what I mean? Me personally, with this acquisition, I can see how, PlayStation can benefit from it because, like I said, it's strengthening the brand of PlayStation on all the platforms. But I wasn't really super excited about the Bungie acquisition. Personally, not to offend anybody, I would love for PlayStation, to fully run and operate Bungie. You know, um, I get the whole, running independent. Many companies have been doing that. We see Microsoft have, is currently doing that with Bethesda. They currently do that with Activision, where their own those companies, those publishers are their own publishers, and they run those independently, but they're still under the umbrella of, Xbox Studios or Microsoft Game Studios or whatever they call. But yeah, it's weird to see this news because Bungie, they've been doing pretty good as far as what I thought when it came to Destiny and Destiny 2. I know that they recently delayed the final, what's it called, the final take or something like that. The expansion, yeah, the final shape. That got delayed to like April. So I'm thinking, I'm assuming that, by around that time, you know, either if there's no turnaround as far as like the profits or the revenues, it will be fully merged into, being ran and operated by PlayStation Studios SIE, and whatnot. But Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep my eyes and ears to the ground here when it comes to what's going on at Bungie. But wow, this is interesting. I can't lie. You know what I mean? It definitely doesn't sound well, especially when it comes to the morale of the employees. It doesn't sound well at all. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen if a full takeover when it comes to operations and day-to-day stuff, that's being ran by SIE, that's being ran by PlayStation Studios. I'm curious. I will personally rather that, but it seems like the employees, there's a little, fight to go against that. But we'll see what happens later on when it comes to, Bungie. The next thing I want to talk about here though is the no return mode for The Last of Us Part 2 remaster. A lot of people was making fun of The Last of Us Part 2 being remastered, and oh, is this a you know uh new roguelike mode? I mean, nothing really crazy, nothing really, huge coming from that. And people's complaining about the price and another remaster or whatnot. But Naughty Dog is putting out their best efforts here when it comes to the no return mode. So there's been some previews going on when it comes to it. People have, played it. They got their hands on it. And, I've been hearing a lot of positive feedback when it comes to no return. But my talking point is gonna be on the surprise for me when it comes to this mode as far as the characters. So we're gonna play the new trailer. Uh we're gonna play the new trailer, and then we're gonna come back here and talk about the characters, because from what I'm seeing, each character is, have their own traits and skill set and whatnot. But let's play the new trailer of No Return. I know they're gonna ask for my birthday here. Yep. Let's play this new trailer, and we'll come back from there. All right, so here we go. All right, here we go. No return. Yo, this junk look like crazy. Lev. So we're gonna come back to that part there.
Let's go. Help me.
Ooh, see something. We're gonna come back to that part too.
Got her. Come out and fight.
Yo, that junk is looking sick. So there's a few aspects I'm gonna highlight here in this trailer. And one of the main things that I want to highlight is the fact that, like I said, every character have their own traits and skill that they're proficient in. And for those that don't know what a roguelike is, pretty much a roguelike mode or a roguelike game is like you're gonna start in a world or in a stage or whatnot, and how you play through that stage. If you die, you start all over, and there's a whole different aspect to the stage that you're gonna see. So right here from this first level, it's shown here. When you start over in this level, it might be a little bit different. You know what I mean? Or they might start you on a different stage rather than here in this stage. They know they're gonna throw new enemies and whatnot at you. That's to mix you up as far as you're not gonna get acclimated or any type of brain memory towards like, okay, this is how this level goes and this is what I got to do here. You got to constantly adjust. Is pretty much the aspect of like a no like a roguelike type game. We've seen games like that. We got Hades, Returnal. I want to say Shovel Knight. You have Spelunky, games like that. Those are like, bro, like games like if you die and you start over, you get a new aspect of the stage or a new aspect of enemies thrown at you or whatnot. But this is looking sick right here, man. That's on the PS5. You see much more clarity here for the game. So this part right here, they're gonna show, boom. So they're saying play style. So we have Jesse here, where his playstyle is resourceful, his traits 30% more currency, unique items at trading posts, silencer recipe, pipe bomb recipe, gorilla upgrade branch. And this is what he starts out with, the pistol with a silencer and a pipe bomb right here. And they also showed some of the aspects here from Naughty Dog where they showed off Ellie. So they have like different videos here where they're talking about check out Ellie's loadout at No Return, new roguelike mode, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. So Ellie, she starts up with a semi-auto pistol and a Molotov. Her playstyle is balanced. Her traits, 50% more supplements, Molotov recipe, 2 upgrade branches. They got a nice little play, stuff right here. They also showed Abby, where Abby, her playstyle is more melee. So here's Abby, inventory, military pistol, and a hammer. She also, her playstyle is close combat, heal on melee, kill, melee upgrade recipe, brawler upgrade branch. So I feel like that's pretty cool that every character and really truly I'm surprised that I didn't even think every character is going to be so detailed or have different type of skills and traits and whatnot. I just thought they was going to have it like, oh, just play as a character in the game, because you're just playing as them, and throughout you're going to be leveling up, and guiding them as far as how you want to play. But this gives you more incentive, or this gives you like, oh, this character has the play style, or these characters have the traits that I want. I'm gonna play this character. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool, and that threw me off. I was pretty shocked that they actually went that route. Upgrade your weapons, typical. The weapon store, and we see some customization here. Where we have some bare your fangs. So a lot of people's alluding. Even myself, I'm thinking like this is definitely going to be a part of like the multiplayer game that they're working on. Yes, this is a single player mode, but a lot of the aspects I feel like is going to be within the multiplayer. And I think that would be cool as hell. Sniper rifle. Oh, one thing I'm hearing as well, I think in the previews is that like characters like Joel, characters like Tommy, they won't have the dodge option like from The Last of Us Part 2. I don't know why. I personally think they should have it. They should add it. But we'll see how it plays out when we actually play the game. Because I know a lot of people are going to want to play as Joel. A lot of people are going to want to play as Tommy, myself included. But not to have, those, those modes or those options for those characters, I think is a huge letdown. But yeah, see, you start off here in the hardware store. Guess this is the run. You're at the hardware store. You cleared that. Now you're in the forest. Now you're in the streets, the holdout, whatever. Oh, and I think we see a new enemy here. I don't know if this is probably a glitch or this is a new enemy, but this person was completely invisible, as you can see right here. And then later, they when they got hit, they turned. You can see them now, and I don't think Naughty Dog would upload a video or trailer showcasing a glitch in the game, but see, boom, not invisible. They went back invisible, and they kind of faded. You know what I mean? That's kind of weird. But maybe that's a new enemy. I don't know, but it's kind of weird that's uploaded. But as you can see, the run here, the hospital capture. It seems like each location have like a different theme. I've seen one where each theme is this theme right here. I think it said assault. Yeah, see, forest hardware store cleared, forest assault. It's saying State Street holdout. You know what I mean? So every area have like a capture the hospital, have like a different theme, I guess, that you got to go. And that could be like modes from the online game, because the capture thing, that's probably the interrogation mode from the original factions, where you had to like kill people, collect a bunch of information, locate the box. Once you locate the safety box, you know, you're fighting to either protect it, or you're fighting to go to get the other person's safety box open, and that completes. That was the mode I played the most when it came to faction. I love that mode. You know what I mean? Because you get to play a little bit longer, more mode. You get our lives and whatnot. But different costumes, basement, hospital. You see Ellie, she got like a whole little, biker gear get up. So yeah, I think this is cool as hell, man. I think this is cool as hell. No Return is looking like it's gonna be a great and fun mode. Um, randomized mods is going on, which is cool. Look like that was like an inverted type coloring right there. That's a different suit, new suit for Abby, different look for Abby when she was caught in Santa Barbara. You know what I mean? So I think it's looking cool, man. I'm ready to play this mode, ready to give it a go. You know what I mean? Somebody looking for something new from The Last of Us. I think No Return looks like that mode that's gonna offer that new that new feel for the game. So you're not just playing the remaster the whole game over and over again, but you have this new roguelite mode that looks pretty good, looks pretty well thought out, and looks pretty thorough as well. But yeah, guys, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section below when it comes to, either the Destiny news. What's your thoughts on that? Is it trouble over there at Bungie and at PlayStation Studios? And what's your thoughts on the no return mode for The Last of Us? Are you going to be picking up Last of Us Part 2 now because of this mode? Y'all let me know your thoughts, man. Last of Us Part 2 is up for pre-order right now, $50. Or you can wait until the 19th, where you can upgrade from the PS4 version to the PS5 version for $10. Up to you. But the WLF mode, or the edition, the physical edition that PlayStation had up there yesterday at a PlayStation Direct store, it's sold out. I got me a copy. I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for The Last of Us Part 2, man. I love the hell out of Last of Us Part 2. I love the gameplay. I've played that game a lot of times. You know what I mean? And it's mainly because of the gameplay. Story's great too, but I love the hell out of that gameplay. And incorporating that in a new mode, incorporating that again on a PS5, I'm down for it. You know what I mean? It's a win-win for me. But y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you guys rocking with the news? If you guys did enjoy this episode of the PlayStation Newsroom, hit the like button. And if you're new, hopefully you can subscribe, and hopefully you enjoy your stay here. Make sure you guys tune in to What's a PlayStation podcast tomorrow, because we will be reacting to the Game Awards over there at Jeff Keighley's channel, the Game Awards channel. So like I said, me and Persona, we're going to entertain. You're gonna see a lot of happiness, excitement, anger. You never know, man. So we'll see. And hopefully we see you guys there, man. But enjoy the rest of y'all night. It's your boy Jay Bari, and I'm gone. Deuces.